In the chaos of war, some places are supposed to be sacred, untouchable. Hospitals, medical tents, they're sanctuaries of healing, operating under the assumption of neutrality. But history is filled with moments where those lines blur, where the healers must become defenders. Today, we're diving into one such incredible story, a moment when a medical tent became an unexpected fortress. Imagine the scene. The heat of battle, dust and smoke filling the air. Wounded soldiers are being rushed into a field hospital, a simple canvas tent marked with a red cross. The doctors and medics work frantically, their focus solely on saving lives. They are non-combatants, protected by the rules of war. But their enemy, desperate and ruthless, decides those rules no longer apply. They see the tent not as a hospital, but as a soft target. A way to demoralize their opponents by striking at their most vulnerable. As the attack begins, the medical staff faces a terrifying choice. Do they surrender? Do they flee and abandon their patients? Or do they stand their ground? For this particular group of medics, the answer was clear. Their duty to protect their patients extended beyond just medical care. It now meant protecting them from direct harm. What happened next is the stuff of legend. These were not trained infantrymen. They were surgeons, nurses, and orderlies. Their weapons weren't rifles and grenades. They were scalpels and bandages. But desperation breeds ingenuity. They barricaded the entrance with supply crates and overturned cots. They armed themselves with whatever they could find. Splints became clubs. Scalpels became last-ditch weapons. It wasn't a conventional defense, but it was a defense nonetheless. The attackers, expecting to walk into an undefended tent, were met with fierce, unexpected resistance. They pushed against the makeshift barricades, only to be met by medics fighting with the ferocity of cornered lions. The element of surprise was completely flipped. The hunters became the hunted, bewildered by the fight coming from a place they assumed was helpless. Every inch of ground was contested. The sounds of surgery were replaced by the sounds of a desperate struggle for survival. This wasn't just about defiance. It was a profound statement. It was a declaration that humanity and the duty to care would not be so easily extinguished. The medics held the line, buying precious time. They weren't trying to win the war, they were trying to win minutes, seconds, enough time for reinforcements to arrive, or for their patients to have a fighting chance. Their heroic stand didn't go unnoticed. The sounds of the struggle alerted nearby friendly forces, who were shocked to find a battle raging where a hospital should be. They charged in, turning the tide and repelling the attackers. When the dust settled, the medical tent was battered and torn, but it still stood. Inside, the medics, bruised and exhausted, immediately went back to work, tending to the very patients they had just risked everything to protect. This story serves as a powerful reminder that heroes are found in the most unlikely of places. It's not always the soldier with the rifle who shows the greatest courage. Sometimes it's the healer with a scalpel who, when faced with an impossible choice, refuses to back down. They proved that the will to protect life can be as strong a weapon as any ever forged. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible tales from history. See you next time.